Welcome to another edition of the Somerville Film Group. I am JoJo LaRiccia, and today our guest is Karen Tatro from the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
Karen, tell us, what is the Leukemia Lymphoma Society?
The Leukemia Lymphoma Society is the largest voluntary society for blood cancers. Our mission is to find a cure for blood cancers and to provide a better life for patients and their families.
What is leukemia?
Leukemia is a cancer of the blood, specifically the white blood cells. The white blood cells start to multiply out of control and keep the regular cells, the red blood cells, the normal white blood cells, and the platelets from being able to do the job that they're supposed to do.
Are there different types of leukemia?
There are, depending on the type of white blood cell that's affected. There are several different forms. There's acute lymphoblastic leukemia, acute myelogenous leukemia, chronic lymphoblastic leukemia, and chronic myelogenous leukemia are the main types, but there are many other subtypes as well.
And then there's lymphoma. What is that?
That is also blood cancer affecting the blood cells, but that frequently is the blood cells that are formed in the lymph nodes rather than in the bone marrow.
There's this great movie called Ways to Live Forever, and they are taking proceeds, a portion of the proceeds, and they're giving it to Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Why don't we check out the trailer and then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
Recording. My name's Sam. I'm 12 years old. I collect stories and fantastic facts. I have leukemia, and by the time you see this, I'll probably be dead.
The question has gnawed at humanity for centuries. How not to die? Come on then. Think of ways to live forever.
Get them to freeze you. Then in hundreds of years' time, a company will have found a cure for cancer. Then they can defrost you.
What a load of rubbish. The safest way is to copy your brain onto a hard disk and live eternally on a computer. And just hope you don't get a virus.
Is Sam still sick?
Sam isn't going to the hospital anymore. He's going to stay at home with us.
Why isn't he going to school?
Living forever is not possible, but there is something eternal we can leave behind.
I'm writing a book.
It's not going to be a tearjerker.
No.
Good.
Things I want to do before I die. Be a famous scientist, go up-down escalators, ride in an airship, be a teenager, and have girlfriends.
Let's go.
Break a world record? Are you going to do all these things?
There are only 2 things you can actually do on this list. All the rest is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Let's get this place rocking.
I don't want anybody to be sad either. I mean, I have hair. Some things are perfect from start to finish.
This guy made 200 worms in 30 seconds.
That's not a Guinness World Record.
This movie, Ways to Live Forever, is incredible.
It's a tearjerker.
I cried.
Really, I did too.
I laughed. It's a must-see for everyone to check it out.
It certainly is.
But the main focus is, please tell us what it's about.
What it's about are these 2 teenage boys who have leukemia, and medical science has done as much for them as it can. So what they've decided is to make their mark and live forever by leaving something behind, something to remember them by. And they start this bucket list of different things that they've always wanted to do, and they find ways to accomplish this. And they videotape themselves to have a video diary of it. It's very inspiring. It's not so much a way to die, but a way to live.
Right, the movie is about living.
Ways to live forever.
You think ways to live forever. You think it's about dying, but when you watch it, you realize it's about living, and you question your own existence, what we have done. So how is Ways to Live Forever going to help the Leukemia Lymphoma Society?
I hope that Ways to Live Forever will help more people understand the kind of thing that families go through when there is someone in their family with this sort of diagnosis. The ways that they cope, or the ways that they choose to deal with the illness and the stress of having someone in their family essentially have a terminal disease.
So this is Ways to Live Forever isn't just for people that have leukemia. It's also to help families that have illnesses.
Right, any illness. Anyone with any sort of serious illness can relate to this movie.
What is one of the aha moments in the movie for you?
One of the aha moments?
What's one of the aha moments?
I think it's when the father finally realized that his denying that his son wasn't going to get better was actually robbing him of participating in his son's last time. Whatever time he had left, he was, by being in denial, he was missing out on the time that they had. And when he realized this and realized what he could do to be part of his son's life at the end of his son's life, that was the aha moment for me.
I love all the different relationships between friends. And when you think about it, these boys were 12 years old in the movie.
Yeah, 12, 13, something
They're
like that.
12 years old. And here they are, they're making a bucket list. We have people that are in their 70s and 80s, and they're still thinking about what they want to do. These boys are 12 years old, and they have a bucket list, and they have achieved many of the different things in their bucket list, which just blows my mind that these young people
are able to do that, yes.
I think the movie should be in every school across the land, because there is something in this movie for everybody. It's going to have you question your own existence. So getting back to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, you have different ways to raise money, because as we know, there is not a cure.
There is not.
There's not a cure, so you're
not.
always looking to raise money because it's part of what you do.
That's right.
So you have something that's called Light the Night Walk. Can you tell us
correct.
about that?
The Light the Night Walk is, we do that in the fall. We have one coming up in Boston. It'll be on the Boston Common, October 9th. That's a Thursday evening, and anyone who wants to come down is more than welcome. People carry lighted lanterns, white for survivors, red for supporters, and gold for in memory of. People raise money and do the walk on the Common. It's a short walk, about 2.5 miles. So please come on down and join us and help celebrate life. We also have other walks across New England. So if that's not convenient for you, then please check out the website, www.lightthenight.org, and find one that's most convenient for you.
And if I'm correct, you are going to be at the big screener for Ways to Live Forever.
I will be.
Which is going to be September 23rd at 7 p.m. at the Somerville Theater. Let me tell you, folks, you have to see this film. It is so worth seeing. And a portion of the proceeds go to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. And Karen, I want to thank you so much for being here today. You've been a marvelous guest.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're terrific. And thank you, folks. Hope to see you at the Somerville Theater September 23rd at 7 p.m. to see Ways to Live Forever. Have a great day.